Hi, Chris Hanna, Mayor of Marion, here at the beautiful Tartaninthi Reserve, otherwise known as Trowbridge Reserve in Mitchell Park. I'm here to report on the council meeting this week, and one of the things we did was extend funding to improve three of our great reserves: Hamilton Reserve in Warradale, Hessing Crescent Reserve down in Trott Park, and here in Mitchell Park. The costs for improving reserves have just gone up so much. But fortunately, we've had help with a couple of these reserves with our federal members of parliament, and we're very grateful for the extra help. Irrigation costs in particular have gone up hugely. So we had to apply some extra funding to give the community the designs they want. Secondly, I'd like to talk about the Greater Adelaide Regional Plan. The state government has asked for opinions on what should happen in the City of Adelaide over the next 30 years. So here at Marion, we weren't going to just sit back and let it happen. We actually put in a submission reinforcing yet again our view that the internal parts of suburbs should be left alone without the overcrowding of little boxes and too many cars on the street, focusing on other areas, for example near train centres and shopping centres, for more dense housing. We know that we have to cater for a higher population in the future, but we want to do it in a way that doesn't make life unpleasant for the people that already live here. Thirdly, I'd like to talk about community grants and youth grants. We had another round of grants which we've announced at the council meeting this week, with some fortunate people who have received grants, and unfortunately, because the round was oversubscribed, many have missed out on this occasion. But for example, we're helping out the Hallett Cove Scouts with some equipment. We're helping out a Nepali group have a big festival in March next year. We're helping out the Merino Community Garden, and there are many more. But at the same time, we're rethinking the way we do community grants and youth grants, because we want to make sure that the money's going to the right people for the right activities, things that the community understand and would approve of. So we're going to rethink before we have our next round of funding for those grants. Finally, some good news for those who love their history. There's a wonderful Marion Heritage Research Centre just outside the council building on Sturt Road. And this week, council approved an addition to provide proper storage for some of the quite precious historic documents that we have there. We have land titles and so on going back to the 1930s, and a lot of other artefacts and documents that need particular care in storage, proper air conditioning, stable atmosphere and that sort of thing. So although the initial plans were for quite an elaborate new museum type structure, in the end we've settled for a modest addition to the existing building, which will mean that those documents will be preserved for generations to come.